Okay, so this video is for anybody using baseboard hydronic heat on a boiler. You want to install Wi-Fi smart thermostats. The problem you may run into is your system may run with these 24-volt zone valves that come on when the thermostat calls for heat. The problem is they hog up a lot of the voltage it takes to get these things open in that mode. So if I want to put a smart thermostat, I cannot use the 24-volt transformer they already have here because it just won't have enough power to run the two thermostats and the zone valves. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. So here I have two Honeywell VisionPro 8000s. They're Wi-Fi enabled, and they work with the Honeywell app, or I believe you can make them work with Alexa. Thermostat wire, and here is my second transformer. This one, multiple ways to hook it up, whether you're hooking up to 120 or 208, up to 480 volts, but obviously we just want the 120 here. So I'll show you how that all works. Okay, so back down in the basement, I just mounted my 24-volt transformer right next to my zone controller. What you see here is on the plate, it tells me that my common is black, my 120 is white. So the black and white is what I'm going to tie in to the powering the transformer. And then my two yellow coming in are going to be my 24 volts. So I'll hook that up now. Now I'm going to show you where the thermostat wire comes into play. So zone 1, that's my first floor thermostat. You see multiple wires here. There's 5 wires, but the problem is right here, there's an old, you see that wire there? That's only a 2 wire. That's what's going up to my thermostat. So these wires here are not being used. So what I'm going to do is take that thermostat wire I have and use this old white wire to pull through the new thermostat wire up to this point from upstairs. So I'll do that now off camera. There's plenty of videos that can show you how to do that. All right, so real quick, I'll show you what I'm doing. I just took my old wire, which is here. This is my new wire, more like a 5 wire. I took some strands of the 5 wire, wrapped it around the old white wire, and then taped that to secure it with the lowest profile possible, so that way, if it is hard for this thing to get up in there, it has the best chance of making it all up there in one piece. There's no lumps or anything. I'm just gonna take it right through that hole, and that brings me up to my first floor thermostat. So here's the old 2 wire. I'm gonna start pulling and see what happens. Got a little tight there. Starting to see the dark wire. That's good because that's what was downstairs. Oh, now I see tape. That's what we want to see. Brand new brown wire. Okay, so now with my new 5 wire thermostat wire, a little bit of overkill, but it's got enough wires to do what I need. Second floor thermostat for the second floor zone already had 2 available blue and green wires. So for my connections on the first floor and the second floor, I just decided to go with the blue and green. And those are both tied into my 24 volt. So together, those will power the 2 thermostats to be installed shortly. All right, so I got my new thermostat wire in place. Instead of the 2 wire, which was red and white before, I now have 2 more here, and that's gonna give me my power. Okay, so now that I have the wires connected, I'll show you what I did. So W, which is the heat coil, is still my white wire. My hot wire, or the RH or R here, is still my red. Now for powering a thermostat, what I did is I took the jumper that's usually between RC and RH out, and I put my green wire coming off that new transformer to the RC. And my blue wire, I'm making that my common, coming off the other leg of the transformer. And that should power my thermostat. Separating R and RC shouldn't be a big deal. I did hear of other homeowners trying to install separate thermostats and using the same R terminal. That would cause all their zone valves to open at the same time instead of opening when particular thermostats are calling for heat. So that's why I separated them. All right, so I just went downstairs and turned my power on my zone control. I'm going to hook up the faceplate now. Make sure I got power. And we do. All right, so on here it should be smooth sailing. As long as I know I got power, I should be able to program this and get it going. All right, thank y'all for watching. This is my first tutorial ever, so sorry if I'm boring or not explaining enough, but leave a comment, let me know what you think. Thanks.